Gamers, what's the craziest thing you've ever heard over voice chat? I was playing Apex Legends with randoms at 3 a.m. when I got matched with this kid who couldn't have been older than 12. He had that high-pitched voice that usually makes me consider muting, but he was surprisingly good at callouts. About 20 minutes in, we heard what sounded like a door slamming through his mic, followed by angry adult voices. The kid whispered, "I gotta be quiet now," but kept playing. We could hear a man shouting in the background, something about ungrateful and your mother. My teammate and I exchanged uncomfortable glances through our screens, sending quick messages. Should we say something? Before we could decide, we heard the man's voice getting closer to the kid's room. "Who are you talking to at this hour?" The kid stammered. "Just playing a game, Dad." The door creaked open, and the dad's voice suddenly changed. "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry about that. Is your game going okay?" The complete 180 in tone was jarring. My teammate typed, "What the hell?" The kid responded to his dad with a quiet, "Yeah." Then we heard the dad sit down next to him. "Can I watch for a bit?" The kid sounded surprised, but pleased. "Sure." For the next few minutes, we listened as the dad asked questions about the game. Then, almost in a whisper, we heard, "I'm sorry about earlier. Work was rough, but I shouldn't bring that home." Then the dad said, "Hey, are these your teammates? Can they hear me?" Before the kid could answer, the dad spoke louder. "Hey guys, sorry if you heard me being a jerk earlier. Not my finest moment." My teammate and I were stunned into silence. Finally, I managed, "No worries, man. We all have rough days." The dad laughed softly. "Yeah, but not all of us have an audience when we lose our cool." He paused. "I'm trying to do better. Been going to therapy since the divorce. Some days are harder than others." What followed was one of the most surreal gaming sessions of my life. The dad stayed, watching his son play. We learned he was a construction foreman named Dave, who was sharing custody of his son Tyler after a messy divorce last year. "I only get him 3 days a week," Dave explained, "and I wasted tonight being angry about stuff that doesn't matter." During a break between matches, Dave asked, "You guys have kids?" I explained I was only 23, and my teammate said he was 19. Dave laughed. "God, I'm old. I'm lecturing people who could be my kids about parenting." Around 4:30 a.m., Dave said Tyler needed to get some sleep. Before they left, Dave said something that stuck with me. "Thanks for being decent to my kid. He doesn't have many friends since we moved, and these games are important to him." Tyler piped up, "Dad, you're embarrassing me." Dave laughed. "Sorry, bud. Good night, guys." They disconnected, and my teammate and I sat in silence for a moment. 2 weeks later, I got an invite from Tyler. When I joined, Dave was there too, on his own account. "Got myself a setup," he explained. "Tyler's been teaching me." Over the next few months, we played regularly. Dave shared his journey, the anger management classes, rebuilding his relationship with Tyler. One night, after Tyler had gone to bed, Dave stayed on. "That night you heard me yelling? That was a wake-up call. Knowing strangers heard me treating my son that way." His voice cracked. "It made me realize how far I'd slipped." 6 months later, Dave messaged our group chat. Tyler made the honor roll. First time since the divorce. Dave sent a picture of Tyler holding his certificate. He says it's because he has less stress now that Dad isn't a jerk anymore. A year after our first encounter, Dave sent another message. "Got promoted at work. Boss said my improved people skills were the deciding factor. If he only knew it was because of Apex Legends and therapy." The last time I heard from Dave, he sent our gaming group a wedding invitation. I know it's weird to invite people I've never met in person, but you guys were there at my lowest and helped me become someone worthy of a second chance at happiness. He was marrying a woman he'd met at a parent support group.